Hey, what's happening to you guys? Pyros here and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I wanted to touch on this whole negativity and this scandal that's going on with CyberPunk 2077. Now, everybody who is a fan of gaming is looking forward to CyberPunk 2077. It looks incredibly ambitious, it looks amazing from the gameplay perspective, from a visuals perspective, it just looks fantastic, and it's been made by a well-renowned game developer known as CD Projekt. CD Projekt, I think. They are very well known for creating pretty good games. Last one obviously being The Witcher 3, which is actually what a lot of us are using as a basis to kind of imagine what Cyberpunk 2077 is going to look like. And obviously with the addition of Keanu Reeves as a main support character in this game, playing as Johnny Silverhand, I believe, a lot of people are super excited for what's in store when it comes to Cyberpunk 2077. Now, for some reason, there's a lot of people finding very small, I wouldn't even say small, like, they're just finding things to complain about when it comes to Cyberpunk 2077. Like, if you spend some time on Twitter, on YouTube, you'll find plenty of people making videos either attacking certain publishers' ideas or attacking certain news outlets and their supposed discovery of Cyberpunk 2077. Now, these falling lines, these are certain things that you'll probably have seen already. So things like the misrepresentation of a transgender character, which I guarantee you no one would have noticed if that one person didn't point it out. And actually, this poster was actually revealed in the 48 minutes gameplay video that we saw way back. It was actually there. It was in the first few minutes of the gameplay video. We saw it somewhere on the top left corner and no one noticed. And the other aspect is that there was a sequence, so a lot of people were able to go behind the scenes to see more about Cyberpunk 2077, and they were able to see a sequence in which a corporate person who just happens to be of the white race tells you, the character V, that you're about to be betrayed by a group of gangsters or a group of thugs or whatever they're called. Group of, why did I say whatever they're called? Group of gangs known as the Voodoos are going to betray you, and it just so happens that the Voodoos are mostly made up of black characters, and obviously it came true that the white corporate person has warned you that a group of black people are going to attack you, and the demo that was revealed, the character that was played as was a white character, and it just showed you shooting down a bunch of black characters. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but when we shoot them at a bunch of other characters in the 48-minute trailer, gameplay trailer, I mean, it's nitpicking. This is nitpicking at its finest. And there is another group of people in the game known as the Animals, and they are also kind of comprised mostly, according to what I've heard, and they're comprised of a bunch of black people. And yeah, you can already see where this is going. A white created character in that gameplay demonstration that was shown behind the scene, shooting a bunch of black people who are known as the Animals. Now, here's where I would like to kind of put in my own 2 cents. Maybe we should wait for the context before we start jumping into crazy, this is all signaling that a white man should be going around shooting a bunch of black people. I mean, this is the same reaction that they had for this. I think there was a certain Resident Evil game where the character had to go to Africa to investigate an infestation of the virus that was going on. And just obviously, if you go to Africa and a bunch of these viruses that turns people into zombies makes it to Africa, a lot of the residents are going to be of me. Not me specifically, but you know, people of my same race. And people were kind of going, oh my god, we have a white guy going to Africa shooting up a bunch of black people, come on guys, let's fucking rage. Well, not rage, but I don't know why I did that. I'm just trying to be more, I guess, energetic in my videos, but whatever, that didn't work out. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people are jumping into conclusion. I mean, when you really investigate and do a little bit more research about the world of Cyberpunk 2077, you will learn that the guy who created the Cyberpunk world, I think it was a tabletop game, was a guy by the name of Mike Pondsmith, who is of African descent. I'm pretty sure, and I'm hoping to God that this isn't the case, but I'm pretty sure this guy, Mike, isn't someone who hates his own people and he decided to paint his own people in a bad light. Maybe he's just taking inspiration from whatever it is that he took it from and created this world. We need to see more. We need to wait for context. I understand, like, I'm not stupid. I understand that it looks really bad on paper. A white guy shooting down a bunch of black people whose group's name is called the Animals, which obviously, if you want to look at it from that perspective, it's like insinuating that black people are animals, whatever the case may be. I feel like we need to wait a little bit. We need to wait and learn the world itself. And also, in regards to the whole transgender thing, people are saying that the game is mishandling transgender because the last time CD Red Project released a joke on Twitter about something, about misgendering, or did you just assume my gender? I mean, come the fuck on. And so they have that little thing hovering in the air with them, but it's like, the game, they said this in an interview that you're fighting against corporations who like to use certain groups of people to advertise and make profit off. We see this kind of reflected in the real world. I mean, nowadays the buzzword is to use people who just aren't white. So use a black guy to advertise something, use a black girl to advertise something, use an Asian girl to advertise something, use an Asian guy to advertise something, use someone of the minority group to advertise something, because now that's what we're going for. Let's be real, that's just how it is. I feel like, yeah, the game looks fantastic. And here's the thing, right? That scene with the corporate guy, the corporate white guy warning you about a group of people who just happen to be made up of the black race per se. The character created that's shooting them down can be of anything. It could be a fucking transgender person shooting them down. It could be a black person. It could be a white person. It could be an Asian person. People are going to this game with an agenda. That's the thing. Like, people are looking at this game because it's super popular. They're just finding ways and things to just nitpick and complain and to virtue signal. I promise you, a lot of people who are looking at CyberPunk 2077, yeah, they're not looking in this game to try and do malicious things. They're not going to this game to think, oh my goodness, I can't wait to shoot me some black folks. Like, no one's doing that. Most of us are trying to be the coolest mercenary that we can possibly be. Most of us are just trying to role play in a world that doesn't exist. Like, it's so stupid. I feel like we're really just nitpicking at things that just doesn't need to be nitpicked. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. If you defend the vision that's been represented in a video game, you're quoted as a hateful person. You're quoted as a... This is a new term I just learned. You're quoted as a right-wing gamer. What the fuck is a right-wing gamer? So what, is it now left-wing gamers? What are those? Are they the progressive, righteous human beings? It's so stupid. It really is so stupid. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Mike Pondsmith, the creator, the original creator of the Cyberpunk world, has been supervising this game as a consultant. He is advising the game. In fact, the interview that I watched that featured Mike Pondsmith, he talked about how the creators, the developers at CD Project Red or whatever, I keep butchering their name, they're creating the game and it's actually matching with the vision that he has in his head. They're bringing his world to life. So we need to see what this world involved. We need to wait and play the game. Okay, so if we play the game and every fucking target just happens to be black, okay, yeah, then you can raise an eyebrow. But if we have a group of gangsters who are Hispanics, a group of gangsters who are black, a group of gangsters who are white, a group of gangsters who just, I don't know, brace yourself for this, who are mixed, yeah. And the other thing is that they complain that, oh yeah, the corporate white guy has warned you that the black group of people are going to betray you. So it's kind of like insinuating that the black guys can't be trusted and you can only trust the white guy with the suit. Didn't we just see a fucking video of a group of... First of all, there was a video of the girl that was waiting for you at the It was like I don't know if is it like I don't know, like a dam or a valley or something like that. She instantly fucking slapped you when you went to handshake her. She interrogated you. It showed that every character in this story, in this world, has their own agenda. They're looking after themselves. Didn't we have? Wasn't there a scene? Yeah. The girl that betrayed you. She gave you a fucking microchip with the currency of the world, and that microchip actually had a virus. So she betrayed you. Everyone will betray you. That's the thing. Everyone's going to betray you because Night City is not a place for the good-hearted. Everyone who lives in this city has their own agenda. They will betray you. They will create situations where you have to make tough decisions. That's just how the game is. I feel like I'm rambling, and I'm sorry if it feels like I'm rambling, but it is kind of frustrating that they're just nitpicking stuff. And when you try to kind of point out that, I get it, it kind of looks bad when you look at it from that lens, but we have no context. This is the problem, man. You see a white guy shooting a black guy in the game, everyone rages. But if you see a black guy shooting a white guy in the game, everyone turns an eye. It's like, that's not what I want. That's not what people, that's what me, that's not what my people want. We just want to be fucking, I don't know, it's so stupid. It's really so stupid. Cyberpunk 2077 looks phenomenal. Like I said before, I am interested. I don't know if I said this in this video or not, but I am interested to see how the multiplayer aspect is going to play out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see other created characters, if I'm going to be playing co-op mode, if it's going to be some kind of PvP mode. They mentioned that this game will have multiplayer, but we know next to nothing of. It's going to be interesting to see that happening. Now, they say I remember them saying this in the interview that you are fighting against this corporation who are taking advantage of a minority. But if this is really going to be a role-playing game, will there be an option for you to this is gonna sound bad, but would there be an option for you to not fight against the corporation? To just mind your own business and just try to survive and make as much money as you can, increase your coolness and all that stuff? I don't know. But that's just my thoughts and opinion on it. I feel like people are just overreacting. We need to wait to see the full context of it. Like, if you really want to virtual signal, wait for the game to come out, wait for the reviews to come out. If you don't want to buy the game, watch videos of it, and then you can make your own choice. Like, yes, I will not sit here and pretend that a group of black people, well, they said that the group isn't really made up of entirely of black people. Yes, most of the black people are from Haiti, but they're not composed of just black people. There's other people in that group itself, but the majority, from what I've heard, is black, and they're named either Voodoo or, the animals. We just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see how these groups were formed. It could be that, from what I've heard as well, the animals weren't even composed originally of black people. They were first made of a group of other ethnicities, maybe white person, before the nuke, I think, hit the landscape, which happened in 2020 of Cyberpunk. I'm not sure. I'm not knowledgeable in the Cyberpunk world. I am just putting pieces together that I've seen from interviews, from press releases and things of that nature. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I wouldn't go and attack people who have different sets of opinions, I guess. I would just say that we should just wait for the context, wait for the game to actually come out so we can see more. It's like, and the people who are complaining that the main character is a white guy, that they're advertising the white guy in the poster, that the statue, the figurine thing is of the white guy, and it's like, who gives a fuck, man? Who really gives a fuck? The developers are white. If they want to use a white guy in their fucking advertising promotion thing, let them do it, man. If you have a problem with it, start up your own company and make your own game and use your own character as a representative or whatever. It depends on you. Like, I think hold up, I can't remember if the white guy was the first person that they showed off, or was it the white girl? Either way, they're white, so who cares? You're gonna be able to create your own character anyway. This white guy is just one of the many characters that you're going to be able to create. Once you create your own character, you can take dozens of screenshots and portray that as the main character. It's so frustrating. You would think some people just have common sense. You would assume people would just have common sense that there's multiple characters that can be created in this game. That's what the game is being advertised for. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.